Hello everybody, I hope you are doing well. Welcome once again to the new playlist focused on SAP Cloud version and material coverage apps and concepts related to material management, logistics, few concepts related interlinked to the supply chain specific domain that are required and are also crucial for every user while providing the support. So we would continue with the subsequent slides and the crucial information related to it. So this is the version and this is how it looks. So there are most of the apps that are related to MD04 and its activities. For example, check material coverage, monitor material coverage, and schedule MRP runs and so on. So once we get into check material coverage app, uh, it is uh, it is quite capable to display the material and its information. So if this is the material, so this is how the view looks, and clicking on few of the views that we already discussed in last uh, but not in the cloud. However, the representation was the same for stock and requirements, so or we can also call as MD04 with T code, but here we don't have to use the T code. It is quite flexible and customizable. So after clicking on this app, there are a few details the quantity and according to which certain decisions by a user can be taken. Once you click on this particular material and need to about material information, so it is quite easy to get the overview of the particular material. So we are dealing with FG1, so CP. So if this is a material and there are few things like shortages and all, the data has been extracted automatically by the system from master data that we uh, already had included in MRP views in the master data of MM01 previously. So we can then move to the next app. For example, the app name is Manage Material Coverage app. This is also very much crucial to change, monitor, manage, and to get a proper overview. Here we could see inside the app, this is how the page looks, and these are number of other materials. So if we are dealing with the material which is the very first one, there are few things and important parameters, important information related to it, which has been again taken from master data. So MRP type and if it is F or E. So in our case it is F, so which is called as externally procured item. On the other hand, if it is E, it is in-house produced item, in-house production. So that we already used, and we while creating a material related master data, we already have included it into our MRP views, which is again the part of MM01 material master data, and PD, which is very standard type that we have also already discussed. And if somebody wants to know about more than PD, so these are the other important MRP types such as VB, VM, VV. These are few small 2-letter T codes. Not T codes. These are 2-letter uh, representation of it. So, for example, if we look about PD, if we consider PD, which is commonly used in manufacturing firms, where there is no guarantee that particular demand will stay on for a longer time. So demand keeps on changing based on client requirements, purchasing orders, or there are multiple factors such as project deadlines. And in most of the case, if the particular firm is dealing with discrete manufacturing, or if it is dealing with process, so it could be, so it is under, if it is dealing with process, it is under uh, it could be called as pharmaceutical also, or food based industries, where they have to undergo a particular process. So it could be filling, then mixing, it could be um, then grinding, mixing. For example, dairy products, so they come under process industries. So for process industries, the commonly type of manufacturing uses process manufacturing. So here it could be used, so it's PD is very common, and ND is no planning. For example, VV is forecasting based. Consumption and forecast, it is based on what we are currently consuming, and via MD61, that is independent planning requirements that we set, and we also discussed last time. So it is set quarterly, stock of material is set quarterly, or half yearly or yearly. So based on that VM and VB, and if somebody wants to get into detail of it, it is quite fruitful to know the in-depth information about these types. And these types are very much important. They also form the basics of stock or requirement management, or in general MD04. But apart from that, they are also going to be there in every documentation that you or any user performs in production planning, material management, or so these are important things, and they form as a master data. They are the important elements in master data. Similarly, we can see this particular SAP Cloud version shows a different glimpse. So there are apps that are customized according to the client needs, according to the user needs, project, and based on the experiences, it has been customized. So somebody wants to get a new tab, they don't have to operate on basis of T codes like we generally do. Here T codes do work, but the most easiest ways to get into app finder, so we discuss it in the last slide. This is manage stock app. So how does this activity uh, performed, or how it should be performed? So of course it has an app, like we'd already discussed about other apps. And here if somebody wants to get a view, we are dealing with one material, and there are few sections such as quality inspection, stock, or unrestricted. If just clicking on one and then clicking on the second, the system asks for, after clicking on one, it's very easy. System asks for details, quantity of stock to be transferred, and the reason. So this is how it is performed, and there are other inbuilt small right corner tabs also, according to which things could be managed related to the stock and everything. So this is a very small app and nothing more to perform in this. But same about this app, if we get into transfer, so by clicking on that, the system asks for quantity, and once it is entered, the reason, if it is entered, it is used for project. So there are multiple 7-8 reasons, and the reasons could also be customized. So this is basic transfer description the system usually asks, and quantity and file could be attached and then finished. Once it is done, the new tab is formed automatically by the system, which is called as item tab. And when you get into item tab, here we could see the particular quantity that we already chose here, and the quantity and along with it few details related to that material, and then it could be deleted, posted. It is based on the decision at that based on the requirement and the decision at that time. And yeah, so this is the most maximum overview of this app, and so on. So yeah, we were discussing about app finder. If somebody needs to get something, so how does this app finder work? So we can just click on the right corner, and here we can just check on what we need to find. For example, if I need to find confirm production order, so this is an app. Usually we process this via T codes, but here it is, you can just either you can put the T code, or on the other hand you can put the name. So I have just put stock, but I need stock slash requirements app. So if even if I put stock, there are 7-8 search results that are generated, and it's very easy. So it becomes quite flexible for anybody to find and then uh, get it in their daily use, or daily client use, or daily role use. So finding an app is easy, and everything could be customized on a single page based on the requirements. Production tabs could be customized with warehouse could be customized with supply chain tabs could be customized with procurement, and so on. So the user doesn't need to get uh, too far, and doesn't need to invest is not required to invest too much time into finding the apps. It's very easy, and then certain things could be performed based on experiences, challenges. They could be customized on the single page and then used fast. So if somebody would have used Salesforce CRM, which is a software on cloud for administration or for development, they must have known the smoothness of it. Similarly, this cloud-based version of SAP S/4HANA is very much smooth, and it is flexible with instant results for anybody as an end user or entry consultant, or aiming to get into SAP journey, or aiming to build an SAP into SAP as a user, or as a super end user, or similar. So if you have any doubts, please let me know. My email has already been attached, and so I would be very much welcomed, and it would be very nice for me also to give a better feedback on the same. I would also like to hear further videos that based on your requirements, so that I can keep posting and keep making the better content related, and more expanding the technical, trying to fill the technical gap which is there. Thank you. Thank you once again.